make no sense for him to go from writing in a notebook into writing in a phone. And then it doesn't make any sense for him to say, I can't afford a laptop, but I work for Douda.
Like you can steal everything else, and you pull up in a slingshot, but you can't steal no laptop.
You can't steal
You stole a whole car.
Hey, and what makes it even worse, I don't give a fuck if we jump around. What makes it even worse, you go to your girlfriend's house, she don't got a laptop either, so she has an old school fucking typewriter.
Nigga, what year are we in, bro?
What? Where the fuck are we at?
Who got a typewriter?
Why does she have that typewriter?
Was she an orphan?
Yes.
It's like not like what you didn't inherit.
No, she wasn't an orphan. She was living with Vic Mensa, and then Vic Mensa went to jail, and they adopted her. So she's an orphan technically, but not situationally.
So who did she inherit
a typewriter
from? Like, where do you get that from? It's like I can see if they went back, like, you know, he wanted to be like, he's always been a writer. He wanted to be like a purist and use the old school typewriter, but this nigga was just like, I just can't afford a laptop. I would guarantee you to buy a typewriter right now probably costs more than to buy a laptop because it's an antique.
You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Right. Disclaimer: no matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you, and we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say, though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off.
You won't be needing that. I already ordered for you.
Being here with you right now, it's probably been like the highlight of my week.
Everything okay?
Stop playing with me.
I'm not even about to let you pull me out of my character right now.
Some people just can't take a hint. I'm like your homegirl Tasha.
Why do you keep calling me? I don't have nothing else to say to you.
I don't really have any words for you, and I don't really want to hear shit you gotta say.
It just seems like negative people seem to bring out the negativity in me.
Only you can control your reactions.
Come outside. Oh my God. What the hell are you doing here?
Yo.
What's good?
Hello. We back with another one. How can as soon as you press record, my shit start glitching and acting stupid?
Man, nobody tell you to buy that Verizon internet?
Hey, nigga. I got Xfinity, nigga. Ain't no Verizon. We back with another episode of The Shy. This is episode 12?
12, yeah.
12. Episode 12 of The Shy. We're going back into stupid writing, y'all.
Okay, before you say anything. Was there a backtrack in this episode?
What you mean?
Did they like show something that happened before last episode?
You mean with the flashback or with the previously?
No. So you know how sometimes like they'll have an episode right that's showing you the present, but then they didn't tell you how they got to the present in that episode. So on this episode, they tell you how that situation occurred.
Oh no, you would assume that, but no.
Okay. I felt like I caught something. I was just like, wait a minute.
No, but no.
Backwards.
So there was definitely like 10 or 20 contradictions, if that's what you're talking about.
That might have been it, because I was just like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't this? Okay. Maybe this is a.
But what part are you talking about you caught?
This is in the beginning, and I'm mad that I don't have it off the top of my head. I just like if I'll pull that bitch up.
I could try to backtrack in my mind. In the beginning, we get Bakari in his room, right, and his sister walks in.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beginning, right?
Right, like he's in there, right? He's writing on it. Okay, so that's what it was. I think he was writing on his phone, but wasn't he writing in the book at first?
Absolutely.
So what happened to the book? Was his... That's what I thought. So okay, so yeah, perfect. That's perfect. So I'm thinking that he started on the phone and then he ended up doing the book.
So that's why you thought it was a backtrack.
That's why I thought it was a backtrack, because I'm just like, wait a minute.
So if you go back, Dwayne Wade, he gave him the composition notebook, and he was like, write in this every day.
Right.
And then we ended the episode with him writing in that notebook. That's when you called him Moesha.
Yeah.
Then this one starts off, he like, I'm writing a book, but it's in his phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so what about the note? What happened to the note? Why? It didn't make any sense why they went from him writing. He should have just started off writing in the phone if he was going to be writing in the phone.
Right.
It didn't make no sense for him to go from writing in a notebook into writing in a phone. And then it doesn't make any sense for him to say, I can't afford a laptop, but I work for Douda.
Like, you can steal everything else. Now you pull up in a slingshot, but you can't steal no laptop.
You can't steal
You stole a whole car.
Hey, and what makes it even worse, I don't give a fuck if we jump around. What makes it even worse, you go to your girlfriend's house, she don't got a laptop either, so she has an old school fucking typewriter.
Nigga, what year are we in, bro?
Where the fuck are we at?
Who got a typewriter?
Why does she have that typewriter?
Was she an orphan?
Yes.
It's like not like what you didn't inherit.
No, she wasn't an orphan. She was living with Vic Mensa, and then Vic Mensa went to jail and they adopted her. So she's an orphan technically, but not situationally.
So who did she inherit
a typewriter
from? Like, where do you get that from? It's like I can see if they went back, like, you know, he wanted to be like, he's always been a writer. He wanted to be like a purist and
get the feel
of school typewriter. But this nigga was just like, I just can't afford a laptop. I guarantee you, to buy a typewriter right now probably costs more than to buy a laptop because it's an antique.
You're absolutely right, though. It's crazy. That didn't go get a Google. What is it? The Google laptop for like $100 on Amazon. You ain't got that?
You can go get a refurbished Dell.
Not even the Dell. I'm talking about the what's the Google? I got one I'll be writing on. That's what I write on. I got a cheap ass one.
Talking about like
Chromebook,
yeah, got you.
Get that for like $100. There's no logic to what they're doing here. And then for Douda to be so focused and pounding education into Jake's mind, to turn around and be like, nigga, I don't want you to go to school. What you need the money for? For a laptop. You don't
write your book.
His sister told him some real shit, like, don't, nigga, you got away with it, don't write about it. That was real shit.
Man, but they look hell of a, like, when they was sitting next to each other.
Yeah, that's like twins.
Crazy. I was just like, if she wasn't a lesbian and you liked her, I was like, nigga, you like Bakari too, nigga. Don't be acting like you just think she cute, nigga. You like men, because they look too much alike. They are twins.
They are twins, literally. For her to know Coogie don't make sense.
Why not? Well, he probably told her off, I guess. Well, man. Because like apparently she left him some years back with it. Like she never came back to get him. So yeah. Like you said, how would she know that unless he told her like one of these days that they just didn't film.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Victor went around and told everybody he helped kill Q, so it falls in the realm of what they do.
Yeah.
Papa going to that church and preaching about just getting the money is
this nigga got a chopper suit on. I was like, why didn't you get that man a nicer suit, man? Like this nigga had on a chopper suit. Wow.
Him playing Uno in Smokies with the girl, and then he told the girl like, "Your dad is right. He's a good guy." She was like, "Your dad didn't like him. Like my daddy was wrong. Like so, your daddy was wrong about him, right about me."
Read that nigga. Made that nigga feel dumb as hell. He was like, just play the cards, bitch.
Just play Uno. Contradictory time. Now since Rashad is working for Alicia, now Alicia, you can't just walk up on her no more. Even though Tiffany lived with her, now Tiffany can't go upstairs to the meeting because Rashad is like, nah, you gotta wait down here. But what's his name can go up there, but I'm gonna pat you down before you go in there and talk to her. But then she shows up at the little event, the smoking weed thing without Rashad. She's good. She also gave Emmett protection over his restaurant and his family, but Douda and Nuck still running that hospital and him that nigga.
Easy.
What's her name's son is going crazy. He has a disease they don't know about because she doesn't know the family history. So the doctor can't figure out the disease unless she goes and does research on the nigga that kidnapped and raped her. It's the only way to find out he has a disease. What kind of doctor this is, I don't know. I don't know if you need a doctor to tell you have diabetes, but he can only tell you if he knows if your parents has diabetes. I don't think that's how the world works.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, it seems like it's some type of genetic situation or whatever. So it's like they could have told us, and then she could have done the research to find out if the father had it. But the doctor should know.
Yeah, for the doctor to say, I don't know what it is, go find out.
I can't help.
So what if she didn't know the father? So the kid is just like he just grows up with a disease we don't know about. There's no logic to it.
Yeah,
there's absolutely no logic to anything that's going on in here anymore. And this is why I say the dumb writing comes back. Tiffany should have got open hands slapped in the mouth for even talking to Douda about what she was told. Even though what she said, it didn't make sense.
Yeah, that was opening your mouth out of emotion, which, you know what I mean, like could get most people, like some people killed, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm surprised that, you know, she didn't get Emmett killed a long time ago.
Yeah.
She almost did, when, you know what I mean, when he had that boyfriend, she had that boyfriend over there a long time ago whooping her ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that, come on, man. Like, what would you have to say that for? You know who Douda is.
Yeah.
You know that he has a short temper. And you know that if you tell him these things, there's a possibility that he can go kill her over that.
It was dumb to say and unnecessary to say. It didn't make sense for Douda to even show up at that event like he did, but it was dumb and unnecessary to say. And then for her, she's about to get Shumpert killed. Because he was like, he works for me, not for long. Like, why are you just running your fucking mouth?
Exactly. Like, this is pretty much you telling me that y'all got a plan to get me up out of here.
Hey.
You know what I mean? I think the whole organization, Douda's whole organization is like the worst criminals ever. Like, I was like, what do y'all niggas really do?
What the fuck do they do?
Y'all rolling up on imminent hospitals for the reason of was just like, nigga, like, you know, you taking too long. Why you didn't kill this lady? You're like, nigga, you think it's easy? Like, first of all, and then you got like Nux is just, he ain't even really a character no more. He just don't even say nothing. He's just like the muscle. He might as well just be an extra. He used to have like a whole role. He used to have speaking parts. That nigga
it's crazy.
He just pull up on niggas.
It's crazy for Douda to have that approach, and he got a killer with him. It's crazy how Alicia seems like she can't be touched, but then she can be touched. All of this shit just is literally just doesn't make any sense. It's being written bad.
Douda is an alcoholic. All he does is all you see him do is drink and have sex and like tell people what to do or whatever. Like he is definitely like it's almost like a regular job manager versus like a real like crime boss or whatever you want to call him. Like he don't do nothing.
No.
And it's like his time the time that he does have to do something is literally just pulling up on people to like threaten them. Like he pulled up on our sister at the studio. Bitch, fuck your music career.
For him to be a crime boss, all I want is the money, invest in business. And for him to hear her song on the radio and get mad enough to tell her you shouldn't be making music and not saying you signed in the Douda Records, it's the dumbest fucking approach ever. For you ain't giving me no information. What do you want me to say about this nigga's? What do you want me to say? He's writing a book. What other information do you need? I don't know what information he's looking for.
I think he like, so since he thinks something is going on, if he's not getting no information back, it's kind of like it's hard for her to even like. So what if he ain't doing nothing?
That's what I'm saying, and he's not doing nothing.
He stole a slingshot. You know what I mean? So he was able to do that, but I think he did that literally just to go talk to Douda. He was just like, "Man, I'm about to just pull up on this nigga or whatever." Like,
I need an advance,
but
I need $200
exactly. But I need to come in and show that I'm putting in work. He's like, how much you think I can give for this? I don't know. Got your brains blown out. This nigga's drinking wild turkey liquor.
It was like Red Roses, 4 Roses.
Something. I was just like, dude, like, what are you doing for real?
For Bakari's argument as he's typing on that typewriter to his girlfriend to where he has to work for Douda is because he keeps money in my pocket. He clearly doesn't. You can't get a laptop.
That's true.
He does not keep money in your pockets. She's like, how you don't got no money? You don't pay no rent.
This nigga don't got a dime, but I guarantee you'll see him do something soon. Cause it's like, nigga, you could have sold the slingshot to somebody for a laptop if you wanted it that bad.
Yeah, or steal, like you said, steal it, nigga. Steal the laptop. You go steal a whole slingshot. Ain't a lot of slingshots in the world. Yeah. You go steal a fucking slingshot instead of stealing a laptop. You could run in a library, say a college kid, give me that, nigga. Come up off of that. But you go steal a whole vehicle because you need an advance to buy a laptop. There's no logic to this shit.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to. It's getting to the point now to where I'm like, man, shit, will Douda end up like going to, because we remember talking about going to jail. It's like he's gonna end up going to jail for something totally different because of his recklessness.
No, he going to jail for that murder.
I mean, they just handcuffed your boy.
Yeah, that's a setup for going to trial and pointing at Douda. Dark skinned brother in the suit. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, baby. Nut collecting his money at that party. How much we make tonight?
Tell you, his character is just literally just that come in. It's like they had to slide it in for him to get a piece, and then when Douda finds out that he's skimming some off the top or getting money somewhere else and not including him, he's gonna end up getting killed.
Yeah.
He can't fight. Douda can't whip his ass. So
no, dude, he can't. Nuck will whoop the shit out of
That's what I'm saying. So he gonna end up killing Nuck on some like, nigga, you didn't slide me into this business. You didn't tell me what was going on. The circle is too small for him not to figure it out.
And everybody knows. Everybody talk too much for him not to figure it out.
Especially him and his baby mama.
Yeah, talk
way too damn much. She gonna end up Emmett killed. She gonna get Rob killed, and she can get Nuck killed.
And dude, I going to jail, man. I literally, I'm trying to stay with the storyline, but they do so many dips. Between episodes, it feels like a year has passed with the shit they do. Because like I said, Rashad went from just being the nigga on the block to being her security, and you can't go in upstairs until I pat you down.
Hey man, I can lose my job. He's like, I'm making sure it's not thorough.
That nigga said, you get that jacket from, that nigga said, it's definitely a jacket from the 80s, nigga. You check the pockets for cocaine.
Definitely another nigga's hand-me-down. He's making that nigga's like, every episode is like, he's just got that look on his face like, damn, I can't do nothing right. Like when he got when he first got the jacket, he was happy for a second, but he was just like, "Damn, this don't feel good." So the next episode, like, nigga, that's somebody else's jacket. Damn.
It's either, so this is my guess whose jacket it is. It's either Leon's and he gonna call him out on it, or it's Q's jacket.
I'm gonna be dying.
And if it's Leon's, he gonna give him that smirk like, "So you wearing my hand-me-downs?"
I ain't even nigga coming there with that smile talking about nigga. It's a nice jacket. I used to have one like this when I was fucking.
Back in the 80s. It's gonna be some funny shit like that.
He'll say something. He'll say something slick like, "Oh, it's your turn now, huh?"
How'd you feel about Emmett sliding in? And this is what I'm saying. Like, it's like they jump a year in time. Because when he's telling her, like, I want you to buy me out, I want to work under you, and I pay you back with interest after my brother gets my book straight. So he went from not wanting his brother to work for him to his brother is the one in charge of his finances now. Overnight.
And the brother ain't even in this episode.
No.
I don't know how I don't like that whole situation, period, because I feel like they're giving Emmett too many passes, like to get away from death. You know what I mean? So it's like with Douda, it was just like, I'll owe you one. Now he's with her or whatever, like, yo, I'm more valuable than I am dead or whatever. Like, nigga, how?
Once Douda's out the picture, this show is going to turn, and we keep talking about soul food, it's going to literally turn into soul food to where there's no danger. The danger's about to be gone from the show.
Yeah.
We saw one gun pulled in here, and it was unnecessary.
What happened to Candy's character?
Huh?
Candy's character, Douda's old thing.
Well, she always just show up out of nowhere anyway. Okay. She ain't never been a permanent. She always just like in the middle of season, she just show up like, I see you like what you taste. Like she walk up while he fucking like, do she feel as good as you make it seem? And then she want to talk business, then she leave.
Yeah.
But I think they're making the girl from Girlfriends her character at the same time.
I thought dude was gonna kill her as soon as he found out. As soon as he found out, like, what?
That nigga was heartbroken.
He was. That nigga put on his clothes. He was just like, here, finish the transactions.
When that nigga turned around and said, "What did you say?" She said nothing. She said it was all transaction. Yeah. Give me the flowers. Like, you don't want me to give it to her? I don't trust your motherfucking ass anyway. I'll give it to him myself. That nigga was hurt.
That nigga's hella emotional, bro. He's an emotional wreck.
That nigga got. This is the extremes of Douda. This nigga sat in Victor's car. Hey, shout out to Victor, whoever fixed his eye in a week. Because that motherfucker was closed shut. And then this week it was back to normal. Shout out to that nigga. But when Victor got in this car, that nigga said, unless you want to spend your life behind cage, you make sure you get that permit. It's like, nigga, you gonna threaten to tell on him if you don't get this permit for this woman? Is that serious?
Hey. That's another reason why I thought this episode was like a flashback. Because when I saw Douda in the car, I'm like, okay, he's just pulling up on Victor now and jumping in his car. I was like, I thought there was an issue. I knew that, he did whoop his ass, but it's like now for him to just be, they're already, there's already a case against y'all. You know what I mean? It's just like you might go down for this. So now y'all being seen outside together, it just don't make sense.
It don't make sense.
And his eye was open, so it was just like, okay, was this before he got beat up?
It don't make no sense how comfortable everybody is. Just Douda literally shot Tiffany's boyfriend shot at Douda. Mm-hmm. Douda shot Tiffany's boyfriend. Now you kicking and talking about it? Is he all right? I heard he got shot.
Yeah.
It's not all good. It's like niggas is trying to kill each other. We're not kicking it after this.
Does the plot of these episodes matter to you? Like when
is there a plot?
I mean, so if you think about like the act, like what's really going on, like Victor, right now, like his whole thing was like defund the police, and now he's going against that. Like his whole political run, does that matter with the story versus all of the fuck shit that's going on?
Yeah, what you saying that? I want to say this: stop adding the politics to hood shows. We don't give a fuck. They did it in The Wire. They doing that shit in here. We don't give a fuck about none of that. We don't.
And that was my point, because I'm like, when we usually talk about these episodes, it's just like the storyline or what they're trying to build, it usually ends up being like it don't really matter anyway. Like,
it don't.
The part of the shot that I feel like keeps it going are the characters and the fuck shit that goes along with it.
You want to make him the mayor, make him the mayor, but we don't give a fuck about the ins and outs of that shit.
Yeah, we don't care.
You gotta vote yes, because do you know why he voted yes? Do you know why he said to fund the police? Do you know why they need this money behind the campaign? We don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
We don't give no fucks about that shit. Stop adding that shit to hood movies or hood shows.
And also, do we care about the actual business transaction going on, like the Tiffany's business being built, all around these people, whatever, like what's it called? The Maya's character, Bianca's character helping Tiffany, build this exotic weed in these gold boxes made by Chicago artists. And like, you know what I mean? Like that's the story though. Like, this is the story in the background that's going on, and like them building empire. Like, one day, you know what I mean, you'll be in this room with all of these women and stuff like that. And she's introducing her to, like, wasn't that a judge that they Angela introduced her to? Like, she sells the exotic marijuana, and she's going to be she's going to make Chicago like Amsterdam one day. I was like,
I feel like I feel like they take these characters and be like, we're going to make her this, we're going to make him this, and then they try to write a story around it. We just don't give a fuck about the story around it. They're trying to make they're trying to make Tiffany a powerful woman. We get that. We don't give a fuck about the ins and outs of her getting here. Honestly, if you're not going to write it in a way that's interesting, we don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at her jars like those are not jars big enough to sell to the whole city of Chicago. She in a garage.
Nigga. 5 racks of golden blunts.
Which could work. I get that angle of it. That could work if you promote it the way they're promoting it. I get that. But it's like you said, her getting to that level, we don't really give a fuck about, because it's not being written right. It's not being written well.
She ain't been selling weed that long for somebody to give a fuck. Like, she's not a celebrity. She's not
the greatest weed everybody smokes though.
But nobody know though. Like, how does everybody in Chicago know that that's the best weed?
What's crazy is
she out there grinding. Unless she was grinding hard for the longest time, selling this dope, because really it's not even her dope. It's old boy's dope.
That's what I'm about to say.
What happened to that
nigga? What's crazy is that nigga was the one who was doing it.
What happened to bro?
Oh, but no, with him, he was like, he don't sell it to everybody. So his was like, he said, I only sell it to a select few.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to make like an empire
like what she's trying to do.
Right, but like, it hasn't been that popular that fast for you to be just like, hey, like if I'm selling cut, like, you know how they, like, nowadays, right? Like, they have these restaurants, right, where they sell this, like, you can sell something for a bigger price because of how popular the restaurant is. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a famous person. Oh, this is Kevin Hart's burger, or you know what I mean? Something like that. It's just like, this burger is $20. People are like, I just want to try this Kevin Hart's burger. But
hey, tell me if this is the equivalent of how they doing Tiffany's weed. It's like how they did Ed's sauce in Good Burger.
Right. Just like,
where it's like, this is the greatest sauce, nigga. It's just sauce. I get it's good sauce, but for y'all to be like, put it on the menu, we about to promote this sauce. That's how they doing her weed. Like, oh, this weed, you can't find this weed nowhere. This is incredible.
I ain't never been a waiting long lines for shit type of person. Like, even when Popeyes was doing the chicken sale and shit like that, I was just like, man, I want to try it. Man, I'm not about to wait no fucking long ass line for no goddamn chicken. That's wild as fuck. Like, niggas is crazy. Niggas be literally waiting hours for food.
We did it.
Did we?
I said we did it.
Y'all waited.
Did it.
Oh man,
we didn't have nothing else to do. We was like, let's just do it. We ain't had nothing else to do.
I ain't gonna judge you, but I can't do it. I'm just like, it's just a sound.
No, so I'm not in the beginning. Not when that shit was wrapped to the freeway type shit. It was like we pulled up. It was maybe like 9 cars.
Well, that ain't bad. I'm talking about like niggas really like waiting hours.
Oh no, we wasn't doing that.
You know
We ain't
like,
camping out for that shit.
Yeah, like you seen remember that cuts and slices spot in New York? Motherfuckers was waiting like 3 hours for a slice of pizza because it was like
Oh, I never heard of that.
Sweet oxtail jerk pizza, some shit like that. Like
I never heard of that.
Nigga, no. That shit better be gold. But anyway.
So it's the writing is just all over the place.
Yeah, so where the background stories don't really align or even matter because of how fast shit goes. Like they'll be talking about something totally different in the next episode. Like what happened to this?
It's the advancement of the story. Like so Douda to be scared because somebody sent him a tie. Your life has literally been on the line for a whole 2 seasons.
Open that.
Somebody sent you a tie and now you terrified.
Get the shit out of here. That shit's fucked up though. That nigga made the niggas they open that shit. It's like open it. When you want me to open your mail, nigga, today?
That nigga step back too, like nigga, you gonna
ain't no way. I'd be like, nigga, we about to knock this shit over with something.
Zay's character is still unnecessary in my opinion. He's still showing up to this church. He's still talking to the pastor's daughter, but they're not explaining why he was even at that church.
Yeah, because Bakari ain't there, so he ain't watching Bakari. I know. I really think it's on his own time, and it's gonna get him in trouble fucking with Kenya.
It's something. There's something that so. It will piss me off if we get to the end of the season and nothing's explained. We gotta understand the pastor's angle, Zay's angle. Everybody has an angle in here that we need to know what the fuck the angle is. And if they don't explain it by the end of the season, I'm pissed.
Yeah, we need to know the pastor's angle for sure. Like, why did you know? I mean, we kind of know it, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, why do you want Papa to lead your, you know? But
it's like
it is going along with the story that you had about Papa being like crooked at some point.
Right. And but at the same time, it's like, why is he targeting Papa specifically? That's the part we need to know. We need to know why.
Fight his dad.
Yeah. Why is his wife targeting Jake so tough? This nigga Jake made some t-shirts from scratch.
That's just still funny, nigga. I want to see the motherfucker. You ain't even say that nigga sold nothing. He just got him there.
She said, I can't believe you got him done in time. You doubted me? Nigga, you have to have some of these t-shirts. I need to know, man. I need to know what's going on. The Douda threatening Bakari's sister, I just don't like it. I just don't like it. There's no money in the music. What is she supposed to be doing? Just sitting at his house watching him? What is she supposed to be doing? Like what? How come Douda was for the advancement of black children, and now he's like, fuck all black kids?
Yeah, I think it's almost like when you go to work and you're done with work and they expect you to figure out something to do. Like, no,
yeah, like what?
I did what my job requirements say to do. It don't say make up some shit to do just so I can look busy. I think I'm done for the day.
And his whole approach, he walk in there, he tell the dude to get out. He like, you're doing music. There's no money in the music business. Trust me, I know. Like, so what? Nigga, she's just looking for something. How you mad at her for trying something? That nigga said there's no money. Like, she like, what do you want me to do, nigga? Give me some information. What? This nigga go to school. That's it. Like,
literally has everybody under his thumb and don't want them to do nothing. He puts them in danger at all times. He don't care about none of his employees. None of that. He don't want them to do shit else but do work for him. And then,
but they don't do no work.
And then he don't get no money for it. Like Bakari, I don't know how much money Bakari get, but the fact that Bakari can't even like be like what does he need him to do?
For the
like
fact
why is he watching him for?
For the fact that Bakari called it his allowance just pissed me all the way the fuck off. That nigga said, can I get an advance on my allowance? And that nigga choked him and said, you get your money when I give it to you. That shit is stupid.
And the real business that needs to be handled literally can be handled on a day-to-day basis, but they making it seem like it's difficult. Like, okay, we at this point, we know Alicia needs to be killed. Right, so she should have Zay following Emmett, if anything.
Yes.
I mean, follow Emmett to see if Emmett is on his job. Why are you going to the hospital to find Emmett while he's checking on his son? Like, why? Get Zay to do that shit. Get Nuck to go do that shit by himself. Send him on that job. Like, his job literally seems like he just be bugging people all day.
Just getting on everybody's nerves.
Like a big homie or something like that. Like, nigga, get the sandwiches ready.
He just get on everybody.
We having a picnic.
What you doing over there, Reed? Nigga, who told you to read, nigga?
Read
that motherfucking book down, nigga, and get over here and sit down and sit down and shut up. Like,
he ain't nothing but a bully, if anything. He's just a big ass bully for no reason.
It's time for him to go to jail.
He could be killed like anybody else. Like, you letting people go that's trying to kill you. You let Emmett go for a bullshit ass argument. That nigga said, "Hey, you need me. You'll need me one day."
No, this nigga Emmett said, "If you let me live, I'll owe you one."
I mean, crazy, what? Man. He should get like, because if anybody else would have done that, say if he would have told Nuck to go kill old boy, and Nuck came back like he said he'll owe us one. That nigga Douda would have put a bullet in Nuck's head for no reason. He'd have been like, "Nigga, what did you say? So I sent you out there on a job and you come back with nothing?"
And that nigga dude talking like a preacher, and
he would have put a bullet in Nuck, but he not gonna put a bullet in Emmett.
It pissed me off.
If he killed Nuck before he killed Emmett, nigga, this whole shit is stupid.
Nuck is expendable now. Nuck is pissing everybody else off too. For Zay to start that car, for him to fix the car, and then Zay turn it off and say, "Oh my God, like she's supposed to be doing this." He sent Zay to go talk to her as if Zay hired her to spy on Ricardo. But then Zay like, "How's she making music? She ain't giving you no information." Like, nigga, you're supposed to be handling that. What are you talking about? I'm gonna go talk to her. What are you talking about?
Nigga, how is her music on the radio?
How's her music on the radio? And she and what's it called talking about ain't no money in music. She's already popping.
If you on the radio, nigga, you're there.
Yeah.
You damn near signed.
I just don't know what they're doing. I don't understand the angles they're taking.
Where's Rib Tips? Ain't she supposed to be in the studio too? What's going on, man? Now Ricardo's sister in the studio just producing her own tracks.
So I'm calling her Rib Tips, nigga. She gonna show up some different lip sync next episode. I hated Bacardi saying he feeds me. I don't got nowhere else to go. His whole explanation was he needs money to get out on his own or whatever. He got the money for food. His girlfriend was like, "I can ask my mom if you can live here." He was literally be in the same situation. There's literally no difference. You just moving from one house to another house. It's the same situation. I don't know what the difference would be.
Man.
Bro. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on.
Hey man, I'm just here for the entertainment at this point, because the story, it ain't storying.
The story is on some stupid shit. The story is on some, we don't know what else to do. We gotta get out this season. The story's on some, let's just wrap this shit up right quick.
Well, they're about to dig into another hole with this whole, her going to look for what's her name's the person that she killed, that raped her, Keisha's baby father. So that's about to be another story. They're about to do. And you know what other stories bring, right?
More characters.
Yep. You're gonna meet her sister or brother or something.
It's gonna be somebody that wants to see the baby now. I have rights to see him.
Yep. Just like, so you were the one who killed my brother, or some stupid shit like that.
He kidnapped me. But so you kept the baby? I got rights. They talking about they got rights. They can't do that. That's gonna be imminent. They can't do that. No, we gotta hire a lawyer. I know a lawyer. Here come Leon. Show me the case. I'll take care of it.
That nigga's a slick nigga, bro.
This shit is going nowhere fast. This whole season is to get Douda out of here. And they're doing little small stories on the side, but none of it means anything. It's all leading up to Douda going to jail. This is literally what this show is going. How many more episodes we got?
I don't think it says really, but I'm thinking at this point it's at 12. It's got to be going to 20.
Shit.
Because it's like never mind, because they cut it in half at 8, so it might be going to 16.
So
I
don't know, man. I don't know. I thought the writing was in a cool groove the last 2 episodes. This one is like they went back to the bullshit. They went back to the AI writing.
The AI writing. I'm not ready for it to be over. I'm just ready for them to like stop, just like you said, including these bullshit storylines around these characters and just like stick to one and just keep the characters all kind of like tied into it. When you start veering off and like now these other characters got different storylines and shit, and then you don't finish them, it starts
just get to your groove, to your groove and leave it there. I felt like they was getting to a groove last episode. I felt like they were getting to one, but then now we just looped around to it's like stirring up drama that don't really need to be there.
Yeah.
Let Victor go into jail, pull him out of the politics shit, and just let him be a regular nigga for the community. I'm ready for him to go back to that.
Yeah.
Fuck being the mayor. Fuck trying to get these laws passed. Fuck defund the police. Fuck all of this shit y'all talking about. We don't give a fuck about it.
I'm with you.
No fucks about it. Let him just be the nigga that he was. He was helping the community. Don't call 911, call us. I liked when they did that with his character.
Yeah, that made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like now this nigga got a murder, about to have a murder case. He on trial. He had he had the whole situation going with not wanting the world to know that he like transsexual women. I mean, with trans women.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a whole thing at one point. It was just like, dude, like this character now, and he almost killed Douda. So it was just like he like jumping.
And what was the point of having the lady from Girlfriends rubbing on his hands? They closed in on that with the camera for a reason.
Oh, she's trying to give him the Kango.
But it's like, why? She was like, when you do stuff for people, let them do for you, or some shit like that. He was like, what can you do for me? And then she grabbed his hands like, I could do stuff for you. It's like, what was that for? We already know what he likes.
Exactly.
So what are we doing that for? But at the same time, he was checking out women before. And trans woman is a woman, considered a woman, right? In the reality of it.
Huh?
You get what I'm saying? I don't know. That's a different conversation. I just don't know what they're doing. Fuck it. I don't know. Moonwalk out of that, my nigga. I'm out of that. Never mind. Never mind. I just don't know what they're doing, man. That's all. Yeah. I just don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, man. That's all I got for this.
We got comments. Move on.
Let's shimmy on over here to the comments. Oh shit! I got it.
Oh man.
People
fucked up the podcast. Niggas like,
I didn't know what was going on. I was like, what?
You get involved next time, nigga. This nigga did not want no parts of that.
Man, I was fucking around and said the wrong thing, bro. So that was episode 10 last episode, right? Or 11?
12.
Oh, the last episode.
Oh, 11, yeah.
So Sheldon Gentry said collapse her lung, and then he put the smiley face, laughing faces. He was like, I think that journal is foreshadowing Bakari's demise. He said that he's not ready to die yet. I see either Leanne or Papa reading those words during the final season, then we fade to black. Big Cheese Kiddo said rib tips hilarious. All right, so your girl Bree wrote like a paragraph, so I'm gonna try to read as fast as I can. Right. She said, how the first lady knew who Jake was to even follow him on IG, find out where he lives and show up, ask him to trick off, get turned down, then give you head. What in the world? She's obviously the second wife and not Kenya's mom. I told y'all Alicia is assembling her team of flunkies, and all it took was a leather jacket and some seasoned cat for Rashad to switch.
Seasoned cat.
And to answer Bakari and Zay's question from this episode, no, you can't trust your sister. And yep, the rumors are true, Zay, because how she know him. They forgot they mentioned that Darnell had 50-11 kids and Emmett just like him. But the new son, I predict, is still from Emmett/Smokey since he's so good with money.
That's a good prediction.
Yeah, Rib Lips haven't told Jake that. Rib Lips haven't told Jake that's how she got that apartment. How she got that apartment either.
Yeah. I don't think Jake really
the
gives
hell.
You know what that is?
Oh, what the fuck going on? Is that you?
I think that's yours.
What the fuck? Oh,
yeah, that's you.
The movie premiere.
Yeah.
That was just like, yo, what's going on? The world ending. Al said, oh, never mind. That's something else. That's for another movie. All right, that was it.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.